here. We are recording, and everybody, welcome to the Team Rhino call for March 31st. So we are done with March, except for that there's about 4 hours left in March, really, and that matters to some people because some people are still trying to make Success Club for March, and
there you go.
There's 4 hours left to do it. So if you're trying to do that, you've still got the other things. But I noticed just a second ago, and I might have to go check this to make sure, but I noticed that some of the things are already in the mobile enroller. So yes, you can do the hammer and chisel for 160 already. In the mobile enroller, you can also do Beachbody On Demand challenge pack with the bonus stuff, which is the portion fix. So, and I think Pio is still in there at 140, and so you basically have both months of deals to do right now with people. So,
and guess what, Ryan?
What?
I just sold one, and I made my first Success Club 10.
Woo! Nice.
Yay!
Success Club 10. See, I'm still going for Success Club 10 myself, and I'm trying to finish it out here in the last few hours. So, awesome job. Yeah,
that is awesome.
What else do we have going on right now? April, those are the Success Club or the challenge packs are pretty cool, and help me out here. Is anything else going on in April that we need to know about?
Super Saturday.
Super Saturday is this weekend. 2 days.
Ultimate Reset's on sale.
Yes, the Ultimate Reset goes on sale April 18th. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so
I'm still doing my
homework. Tabby's doing her training. Tabby's doing the training.
That's what's going on. It's the training.
So we brought Mr. Nate Iott on the call today because he is at 17 Success Club points when I last checked. I don't know is that where you're at right now, or you got more?
Possibly 2 to 4 more in the next 4 hours. We'll see.
Well, right now you're at 17 Success Club points, which is awesome. And how many did you have last month?
6.
So okay, so Nate's been killing it the last few months. And it's been a while since I've had Nate on the call as the guest speaker. He's been on here before, went diamond, probably was on here even before that, and has come on several times when he's been, killing it. So I wanted to bring him on. I know some people haven't heard Nate's story, and so let's just start with that, Nate. Like, give us a little background before Beachbody, and then how you got into Beachbody and stuff.
Long story short, I wanted to train for higher level athleticism and for art races and race events. And so I decided to get Insanity. I saw the infomercial. I bought it the night before my first race for Spartan races. I figured that would help me if I bought it and somehow magically just get in shape that night. So I bought it at almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So people that are getting on the infomercials, and you're getting leads from Beachbody, don't ignore those leads, because I was one of those leads for somebody. And then Ryan found me down the road. I've been doing Insanity for about a year. Started to absolutely love it since the first time I did it. And for the next year, I did it over and over and over and over and over and over again. I think I did 3 cycles in the year of 2013 of Insanity. 2012 actually, going over and again and again and again. And Ryan kind of, I was teaching his daughter some lessons, Maddie and Lucy. I was teaching them how to blow bubbles in the water and kick their feet and stuff like that. So after a while, he kind of caught wind of the fact that I was doing Insanity and I was going to get registered to be an instructor for it. That he came up to me and said, "Hey, literally word for word, Nate, I heard you do Insanity. Why aren't you a coach?" I had no clue what it was, what it was about, anything, but I said, you know what, I don't know. And we agreed to meet, and we talked about it. I said, I don't know, we'll see. Give me a few days to think about it. And I think it was a day or two later, I called him and I said, hey, you know what, I can't wait. I can't not do this. I have to do this. So yeah, let's sign me up. And within a week of signing up, I had already hit my first Success Club without knowing what that was. But I just knew how to talk to people. And then it was an up and down roller coaster from there. But the key for me was always the more people I talked to, the more chances I got in a Success Club with.
Right.
Kind of a little background there.
So one thing I remember about that is that you charged into it really hard and you did well for a few months, and then you had kind of a lull, right, where you were like, it was like, I can't make Success Club anymore, and I don't know what the problem is. And do you remember what the turning point was?
Yeah, you had.
Uh-oh.
You read the book Pro. That really opened my eyes up to the opportunity of the business.
I think
and
you
then,
said that you stopped for a second there. You cut out. Say that again.
Oh, sorry. You had me read GoPro by Eric Worre, and that was the first personal development book I've ever done. And the month after I read GoPro, I hit Success Club for I think some like 16 or 18 months straight.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really a turning point, and I can tell you the exact months where I wasn't doing very good, where I wasn't reading personal development, and I was off my business, and I wasn't making Success Club 8 and 10 and 12 and 16. So that's a real big turning point. If you're not doing your personal development, then every day you're not starting in a right place, and every day you're already setting yourself up for failure down the road. Yes, we'll continue.
It's a little kid. So cute.
Yes. Brooks is taking over the call with the little girl. Yeah. Okay. So you had a turning point with personal development. I think that's a really big thing to stress for everybody on the call, is that personal development is really, really super important. Like I can't stress it enough. I think it was Heidi that posted in the team page when she was here that she was like, I'm walking around Ryan's house and everywhere I turn, there's a freaking personal development book on this nightstand and on, in this bathroom, and there's one on this, table out in the living room, and there's one over here. And that's because it's important. Like, you've got to do it. You've got to do the personal development. You got to read the stuff. You got to get your mind in the right place and all that kind of stuff. That's why we have the list of books and everything. And so there's a lot to learn from a lot of those people that write those books. So, but let's go to more like the here and now. So one of the reasons bringing you on the call is, 17 Success Club points is a lot. That's the highest on the team this month. So what are the specific activities, run us through some of the things were they things that you had talked to people before and they came through this month? Are there new people, or there's a combination? And how many people are you talking to? And, just kind of run us through, what did it take to make 17?
Actually, about the last half an hour before the call, I was sitting there writing notes to myself about all the things I wanted to talk about to go into that. So if I start to ramble, then, cut me off here. As far as your immediate question about people, whether it's people I've been talking to or just finally coming through, it's about half of that. Half of that's been the last 2 to 3 months of people that are finally, I don't think it's finally, they finally came through. I think 22-Minute Hardcore was that breakthrough program that finally got them to say, yes, there is something I can do. There's something that looks like it's really fun for me. Not only do you get programmed, you get Shakeology, but you get the sandbag too. So you get a chance to use weights without having to go out there and buy expensive weights and have all the weights to have to take care of in store. Mm-hmm. So it was just a great combination package that Beachbody did that they really felt, that's so much value there. Yeah, it's great time for me to jump on. And the other half were people that I just, talked to and showed it to them, and they're like, yes, that's exactly what I want to do. And then there's a few more people in there that I'm going to talk about later on about something Eric Thomas talks about. If you listen to him for personal development, he's a motivational speaker. The harder you work, the more doors they just kind of open for you, the more opportunities that just kind of find your way because of all the momentum you're building. And that just kind of opens options for you. And Gary Vaynerchuk talks about that too. You don't just happen to get a meeting with a CEO at midnight on December 24th. No, you work for the next 3 years to build up to that opportunity. I know he says that in one of his videos.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good point. I think a lot of people work really hard for a month or 2 months and they don't see the results immediately, and then they stop because they're like, well, it doesn't work. And if they would have kept going, the work that they did in those first 2 months would come back around, 3, 4, 5 months later, or maybe 2 years later, right? But they stopped, and so then it never comes back around, right? So it's consistent work. Yeah.
So like I said, I wrote down a bunch of notes here. So I'm gonna kind of dive into that for a couple minutes. Like I said, if you feel like I'm rambling, just cut me off.
Okay.
Number one, I think last year I tried a lot of gimmicks. I tried a lot of different shiny object strategies and this and that, trying to find what was that magical little project that was gonna make my business explode the easiest way possible and the fastest way possible. And I spent a lot of time chasing down nothing and getting nothing out of it last year, and a lot of time doing that. So this last 2 months, I said, you know what? No more gimmicks, no more strategies, 3 vital behaviors, do them, stick with them every day in and day out, no excuses, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past 4 weeks, I think I've hit something like 20 plus points. And my goal was actually 20 to 25, and I still have a few more I think I can get. So, it's a attitude that I've been trying to process, that you can always do a little more. And even I saw a thing, Beachbody's trying to do a 4th vital behavior now for recognition for coaches. So I think that's going to be a cool one to come out with. But, every day you start with personal development, whether that's sitting down to read for 15 minutes or on your way to work, you're popping in your audio book instead of listening to music or they're listening to the radio. I mean, it's a day-to-day battle with me, whether I want to listen to that funny talk show on the radio or if I want to put on Zig Ziglar and have him tell me how my attitude, my mindset for the whole day is going to set my whole day. And every day I struggle to choose yes or no between that. So if you choose to do that, you're going to have more opportunities in your whole day. And then you work out, obviously, you talk about that, and then you go find people to talk about that stuff with. And if you do that every day, that's what's going to lead to more opportunities to present your business opportunity, to present Shakeology, to present your workouts to people so that they can see that there's something you have to offer for them. So those are just the 3 vital behaviors. And like I said, doing it every day, building momentum, and then being consistent with it. I think it was Todd Midget that talked about it. You don't just do Beachbody when it's time to do Beachbody business. You live it every single day as you're walking around Target, as you're going to the grocery store, as you're going to work, as you're waking up. Your Beachbody is a part of your mind every day, all day long, because you're always looking for the next person who might need your help. And I think he talked about he ran into somebody in the dressing room at Target who just happened to see a P90X3 shirt, and it started the whole conversation. And she ended up getting P90X3 as a challenge pack. And I think she's off to a great start there. But, if every day you're consistent with it all day long. And so I've been trying to do that too. So,
wait a minute. So you're telling me that you have to do super simple things over and over again and be consistent with it?
Very repetitive, sometimes a little boring. But you do. I mean, there's nobody that's going to tell you every moment of their business is exciting. Whether it's Beachbody, corporate world, whether it's the stock market or anything like that, it's always you always have some times in there where you have to do the same repetitive things over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Requesting somebody new, starting a new conversation, reading your personal development. Even if you're at the same sentence over and over and over again, sometimes you need to read it 5 times in a row just to get yourself to understand. Yes, you can go out there and do the things it's going to take. That's a little harder than just the minimum, but if you do more than just the minimum, you're going to get the maximum out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I know that there's been some things over the last, especially this year with these groups that we've been running where there's been lots and lots of people in them, that some of the things that I have to do are extremely repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of people to invite to the next group. I have to go invite all of them, and it's messaging a lot of people, a ton of people, and it feels very repetitive, and it's like I got to do the same thing over and over again, and then it's time for a new group and we do the same thing over and over again. But they're very simple things, right? They're not like it's not rocket surgery, as some people say.
Rocket surgery?
It's not
rocket surgery is hard. Okay,
Rocket surgery.
that's a lot of soldering. And I think, there's one of the simplest things you can do is add new friends to your list all the time, every day. And it doesn't have to be, okay, I have to get 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, move on. You can do it all day long. You see somebody pop up on the side of your news feed that says, hey, you know what? You have this many mutual friends. Just click add friend and move on. I just added a new friend on Facebook here 10 seconds ago. Man, watch me do it. I just clicked on the little friend button, went down the list, found 5 mutual friends with that person, clicked add friend. I just added a new friend here while we're actually on the call. So it's a super simple step you can do every day, all day long, to add new friends, and they're going to be exposed to your profile, be exposed to what you're all about. They're going to see your advertisements, which is your personal page, everything you've ever posted. They can go there and look at it, and now that's a new person seeing everything you want to share with people every day. So that's a super simple thing to do. I mean, anyone on this call could go do that right now within the next 10 seconds to add a new friend, and that's 10 new people that are exposed to Team Rhino right there. I think one of the biggest switches for me in the last month, this month specifically, when I really kind of went from no points to 13 points in about a week, was I stopped treating my business like Success Club is just the minimum to get. I had to get 5 points. I had to find 3 people. And I think it was Josh Bench that said, you know what, he gives his goal to his team, 1 new challenge pack every week. So I said, why can't I sign a new customer every day? And for 10 days straight, I signed a new customer every day. Mm-hmm. And I switched my mindset from, okay, I have to go find somebody, I have to talk to them, I have to create a relationship, and we have to find a challenge pack, 1 month from now. A lot of their sales are like that, but I wanted to treat my business more like a retail store where every day I got to make sales every day. Sometimes it was just a program. Sometimes it was just signing somebody up for on demand. Sometimes it was just a supplement. Sometimes it was Shakeology with no challenge pack. Every day for 10 straight days, I had a brand new customer, and actually 3 of those days were double challenge pack days. So, if you get out of your mindset of, if it's not a challenge pack, I don't want to sell it. Every day, if you want to grow your income in your business and grow your business as a whole, signs up somebody new for something at least once every week. Ideally every day. Find somebody new to get something. Not everyone, I hate to say it, not everyone needs Shakeology every day. There's some people out there that already love the way they eat, and you'll never talk them into Shakeology, but they might need a pre-workout that doesn't upset their stomach. And there's Energize. And that might be a great, I had somebody that said they wanted Energize. I talked to them about Recover. They said, oh, great, cool. There's the package together. I said, you can package it with 22-minute hardcore and get the program plus both the supplements plus the sandbag. They said, whoa, that's a great value. And they got the challenge pack instead of just getting Energize. It started with just Energize. Mm-hmm. So that was a big switch for me, was doing that. I think I added something like 15 or 16 new customers to my customer list this month, possibly more than I have to go back and check. And a few more people that are, trying to scramble to get in last minute on the 22-minute hardcore package. So
yeah, what you said there about, it doesn't always have to be Shakeology. It doesn't always have to be a challenge pack. I've said several times that I think about my business like I have a toolbox full of things that I can help people with, and Shakeology is one of my power tools, I guess you could say, it's one of the big ones, right? That's one of the ones I pull out a lot, but I have all kinds of other tools, and not all of them are Beachbody tools. Some of them are, just things that I can help people with that don't involve Beachbody, all the way down to just listening to somebody is a tool that I have that I can help people with. And so I think it's good to realize that although Success Club is something we use to measure, the success of our business, and you have to sell HD to get Success Club, it's not what you should be shoving down everyone's throat. Some people want just some Energize. Some people, need just this. Some people need just that. It's a good point. I like it. Drink your water.
Almost done.
Coming from a place where there's a lot of coaches on the team that are very stagnant right now. I was very stagnant the last 5 or 6 months. something about just the end of last year, I really just did not pursue my business that hard, and I really fell away from it. And I had to basically start over again, from brand new and from neutral, with building momentum in my business, right around January. So it was really hard to go from high level diamond coach, 50 coaches in my downline, to I'm not even making Success Club 0.2, So it was like, okay, well, what do I do to get started? How do I get started? And like I said, it was those 3 vital behaviors. But for some coaches out there, it might even be hard just to do that. So, all I would say to those new coaches is exactly what I did. Start by friending 3 new people right away. So, do it right now, or do it when you have to call. Just go find 3 people and boom, 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 3 new friend requests. As soon as they get accepted, hey, how you doing? It's nice to meet you. My name is fill in the blank. And just start a conversation and just get used to talking to people. And then every day, wake up and do your personal development. Every day, make sure you get your workouts done. I guarantee if you've been working in business for a while, you have a list of people somewhere that you've created at some point. So go back to that old list, break it out again, talk to those old leads, and then recreate your list. Basically who's hot and who's not. Who is ready to talk to me right now and who's not ready to talk to me right now. Make a new list. I recreate a new list almost every single week. I go through so much paper. I've got notebooks out the yin-yang all over my desk here. And every day my desk is cluttered with papers and notes and lists from 1 to 10, 1 to 3, 1 to 20 of things to do. And I almost never finish it, but I then remake it the next day. And just keep recreating that list over and over again. Refresh yourself. Don't get stagnant with it. And then there's...
You think about how it works, though. You were saying add 3 new friends. I think a lot of people get stuck on the idea that what you do is you add 3 new friends, and then you go start a conversation with them, and you try to work the conversation into Beachbody so that you can sell them something, right? And the way it really happens more often than not is you add a new friend, you say hi, you start a conversation, you get to know them a little bit. You don't necessarily talk about Beachbody. The next morning you get up and you do your workout, and you post about how you're up at 5 a.m. doing your workout. And then you post, a day later about this recipe that you found. And then you post a day later about your 22-minute hardcore. And the next time you talk to that person, they're like, hey, I saw you were doing that Beachbody stuff. Tell me more about that. That happens more like that.
To my advertising.
Yeah.
My personal page, my like page, all those is just avenues for people to see what I'm about. When I'm talking to them, I'm not trying to sell them something until they bring it up. And then I say, oh, you know what? I have ways I can help you out with that. If you're interested, I can talk to you. I always give them a way out. Always give them a way to say, no, I'm not interested, or no, I don't want to talk about that. Because if you try to force them to talking about that, you're never going to hear from them again. And they're just going to disappear.
Yeah.
And there's a project I've been working on about people that are hard to communicate with, and it's something I've been experimenting with. I think somebody's on my post in Team Rhino about that the other day. I'm a few people that they're like, yeah, I want to do a challenge pack. Yeah, I think I want to do that. I just need to know more information. But we're gonna have a meeting this day. Oh, schedule, reschedule, cancel it. I can't do it that day. Or I get the baby today. I can't do a phone call. And it's just like every day, every week, there's something new to push it off a little bit more. I shot a 3 to 5 minute video talking to them, or just me talking to the camera about what we talked about, going through the exact prices and options and everything about that package that we were discussing, and what the possible upsell, what the possible downsell is of that package. And in 5 minutes, I was done. Load up to YouTube. Send it to them, say, hey, I wanted to answer all your questions, so I try to do it best I can. Here, watch this real quick. Hopefully it answers everything. And so far, 3 out of 4 have responded back that answered all their questions. They just need to wait for payday to sign up or something. So those 3 of the people are possibly signing up tonight. So, that's something I'm testing right now. If you guys ever want to give it a shot, I recommend it. It might be something that might work for you. If you have an old lead that was always, you can't find the right time to discuss it. And like Todd Midget said, try to get some FaceTime with them. But if that's proving difficult, then this might be an option for you to try that. For me, that's actually worked out fairly well. And I like to do videos, so it was kind of fun. But also, I made it specifically and personally for them. You know, if their name is Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, you know, I know we talked about 22-minute hardcore. Here's the exact list of the hardcore. You get this many workouts. It comes with this, comes with this. You get the Shakeology in these flavors. You get the sandbag, which is this big. I actually show it to them from what I have. And then, you know, you have the coach option sign up. If you just want to get the workouts, here's the prices for the workouts versus the challenge pack. Here's why the challenge pack is more value for the cost you're paying for it. You know, I explain that in great detail. So when I send it to them, they know exactly what they're going to go with by the time the video is done. And all we have to do is send the sign-up email after that.
That's awesome. I like that. So you're, it's kind of like we talk about using third-party tools, you know, and this is really not a third-party tool because you're making it yourself. But a lot of times people are like, well, give me more information on that. And you don't have a third-party tool that really does the information exactly the way you need to get that. So you're like, oh, well, let me type out this long thing about how this is how much it is, and, you know, check out this website, but don't order, come back to me and we'll get your order in or whatever. I like the idea of just sending just usually you're like messaging on your phone, right? And so you can just like push video, take a video, send it right to them, you know? That's a good idea. I like
that gives you a chance to research your product first, you know, go into your FAQs, type in the product that you're looking at and get all the information about it, know exactly what you're talking about. And I actually, that's why I did this video concept, because I was typing out for somebody like this whole, you know, 12 paragraph novel. And I was like, God, this is too much. I'm never going to read this. Deleted it all, restated it in 3 minutes and sent it to them. And they came back the next day and said, hey, great. You know what? I know everything I need to know. I'm ready to do this. I just need to wait till I get paid to sign up. And hopefully,
you know, do it with Shakeology. You just actually make a Shakeology and then send them a video like, this cafe latte is really good right now. You're like, you want it? I know you want it.
that might come off a little creepy depending on the context. So I'll play with that, but I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah, you let us know how it goes, okay?
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, that's some good information, man. It's awesome. What else you got?
That's everything I've been doing.
Okay. What about personal development? What are you reading right now?
I'm still reading my John Maxwell Leadership Handbook.
Okay.
I've not had as much time as I wanted to sit down and read it yet. As much as I want to read, I get maybe a paragraph or two in a day. But as often as I can, I take out my Zig Ziglar audiobook and I play that thing. And I've listened to it twice now. And like, all it is him doing seminars. And it's just a recording of his live speech. And there's like 12 of them back to back. And his voice is a little bit Mississippi to listen to over and over and over again, but you get used to the accent. But the content is great. It's about relationships. It's about business. It's about attitude and how you approach life and the way you think. And it's called Zig Ziglar's Leadership and Success Series. And I got it off of Audible with a free credit. So it was a great purchase for me. And I think it's like 8 or 9 hours worth of audio stuff.
That's awesome. And I know you also listen to Gary Vee and you listen to E.T., the hip hop preacher.
Eric Thomas.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Willie Jolly. I don't listen to Lou Ferrigno quite as much, but he was a good guy to listen to at our conference thing. But anytime you can fit in to listen to somebody, whoever you relate with, to tell you every day that you can continue to work harder, you can continue to do better, you know, always make it about other people, whatever it is that you need to listen to, it gets you in the mindset of I'm going to give today 100% of my best and until it's time to fall asleep in bed with that and, you know, wake up tomorrow morning in 4 hours and get going. That's what it takes sometimes. And, you know, it takes a lot of hard work, and that's what the last month has been, is a lot of, you know, before the sun comes up, after the sun goes down, late into the night, you just do the hard work over and over again. Okay, cool. I know all about that. It's true. It does take the hard work. I mean, it's not easy. I don't know how many times, you know, I've been texting at like 11:30, midnight, 1 a.m. It's like, hey, you still up? Yeah, what are you doing?
Working.
Yeah.
That's how you build it, you know. But you know, like I know coaches who've done that for years, and then they don't do that anymore, you know, because they built a good business and they spend time with their family and stuff. And I still spend time with my family, but I work hard too, you know, and I work it around my schedule, right? So if I'm spending time with the family, I'm spending time with the family, but then I'll stay up till 2 a.m. if I got stuff, you know, that I'm like, I got to do this. I want to do this. I want to build my business, you know? So let's do questions. Who's got questions for Nate? Anybody got questions for Nate? You got to unmute yourself if you got a question, you got to unmute yourself. You're most likely.
You can ask about my hair if you want to ask about my hair. I know it looks great today.
Yeah, what kind of products do you use in your hair, Nate?
It's called Sand and Dirt. It's right. The new one.
It's the new one from the new one from Mary Kay. Right?
Yeah, that one.
Wait,
I use Mary Kay. I do.
Amanda is good.
So how long have you been doing this, Nate?
I've been a coach since April of 2013. And when I say April, I mean like April 25th or 26th. So when I said I got Success Club, my first month as a coach, that was in like 4 or 5 days. Mm-hmm. And quite literally, I went to every person I knew and I told them about this new thing I just started.
Right.
So if you're what was that?
Well, just today, you know, this is the craziest thing because I didn't have time to blend my Shakeology before I went to work. So my office is infamous for having just anything that you could probably find a bare rug in there if you wanted to. Somebody had a blender, you know, at work. Somebody had a blender at work. So, you know, and they were like, well, what are you doing? You know, I was like, I'm blending, you know, my Shakeology and stuff. And they were like, oh, for real? They was like, well, what is that? So I told them. One of my coworkers, she's an avid person. She loves to work out. And she said to me, she said, the next time you order, she said, let me know. She said, because I think I want to place an order for Shakeology. So I might have already one order, y'all.
Yes. Perfect. That's exactly we need to get on. When are you going to see her next? Tomorrow? Okay. So we need a message right after this. I'll give you some tips on how to help her get ordered.
Right.
Because I know you're just going through the training and everything, so we need to get you that far.
The training is great.
You guys, look at my crazies.
I'm seeing.
What are you doing?
Pio?
I can't see anybody else.
What are you doing?
Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can.
This is doing max 30.
Jack, who is that?
That's funny.
Who is that?
So cute.
He calls Shanti the Black Hulk. And that's what he's been doing the whole time we've been on this call. Say hi, Jack.
Well, what other questions do we have for Nate? Anything? Nobody?
Oh, wait a minute. Go back to Nate. Okay, there we go. There's Nate. So, Nate, how many times do you work out a day?
Once, usually about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half.
I'm just saying, I can't be sweating like that. I mean, you know, is one time sufficient enough? Can I just what? I'm joking.
You know, so one of the best physical shapes I've been in ever is doing Insanity Max 30 minutes a day.
Oh, Lord. I don't know if I could do Insanity. I'm 43 years old, okay? 43.
Hey, Mike, how old are you?
Mike?
56.
Oh.
Mike does Insanity all the time.
Mike, I'm quite sure that you got less fat than I do, okay?
He's got about no fat.
He's got less fat than most people.
Exactly 0 fat.
I'm just starting off, but the good thing about it is, you know, I get these hot flashes, I get the sweating and stuff, you know, and so I start burning off some calories and stuff, so I'm good with that right there, you know what I'm saying? And then I do a 8-minute, ab stuff, you know, put a little, you know, on it. You know?
If you ever want some inspiration, go to YouTube, type in Insanity Success Stories.
Insanity Success.
Yeah, there's some people starting out in the 400+ pound range, and every
400 pounds. You talking about?
400 pounds and up, and they start, and all they can do is the warm up, if that, and every day they press play to get a little better, and.
I'm telling you, because Sean T is no joke. I mean, I have to size, you know. I have to size.
Size makes me get tired. I mean, no matter what he does, it works.
Yes, it does. I just feel like when I turn it on, I'm like, I'm already sweating. Let me get some water for real. I'm already sweating, Sean T, because I've done, you know, the T25. I've done the hip hop abs. I've done all of that. So, you know, I love me and Sean T. We got a love affair. He don't know it, but we got a love affair going on. You know, I just go back to him every
you have
now
to fight
and
her for him. But you know what Sean T always says is, this ain't no cha cha cha. You got to get to work.
This ain't no pop break.
That's right.
Unfortunately for all you ladies, Sean T's more likely to have a love affair with Nate.
No.
Yeah.
He is to have a love affair with any of you.
He likes some of that. You know, he likes.
Look, I seen his little husband. Okay, I seen him.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, he's still good though. He's still good. Still good.
He's married, but he goes on a lot of cruising.
Yes, he's been married for a couple years.
Tamara says they got a secret love affair too, I think.
I think everyone on the call has a little bit of a love affair with him. He just doesn't know it.
Just a little bit.
No, I think he does.
Just a little bit.
All right. Any other questions for Nate? I got dinner to make and stuff. You know, we can't hang out here forever, even though I'd love to.
Hey, Ryan, I got one thing to say though.
Y'all know I'm on the East Coast, okay? Y'all know
That's
I'm on
right.
the East
It's almost
Coast.
9 o'clock there for you.
It's 8:46 over here, so you know I'm about to shake up some little Shakeology and carry my butt to bed. That's what I'm about to do. Because there's no eating right now. It's dead. That's it. Some water and Shakeology.
Our team calls just got better.
Hey, Ryan.
Immediately got better. What's up?
I'm glad. I'm glad. You know, what else can I do? You know what I'm saying? What else can I do?
Next team call.
Maybe I might have some recipes for y'all. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Y'all know I'm from the South. Okay, I'm from the South, but I live in the North. I live in Baltimore. Okay. I mean, I love to cook. I do. I love to cook. But you know, ever since, I really have to say this, I love to cook anyway. It doesn't matter. Clean eating to me now is what me and my son, well, we've always tried to eat good anyway. You know what I'm saying? Not something too crazy, because you know my son is about this big right here. He about that. Yeah. So I mean, he's an avid, you know, he works out, he runs and stuff, he eats really, really well. So just with me joining on top of that, it's really, really inspired me to go, you know, forth, because I like fusion cooking too. You know, I like fusion cooking too. So it's like different things, different flavors and stuff that's still good to the body. I want to live, okay, to like 110 and still be trying to do a little bit of size or something. You know what I'm saying? Who knows with my pain? You know what I mean? And my makeup, okay. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So I'm excited about in this challenge, and I'm excited about being a coach. And y'all pray for me, okay, to get through all my homework.
Hey, I'm gonna message you right after this. Okay, we'll get you going.
We're excited to have you.
Yes, thank y'all, and I'm gonna have to peace out. Okay.
All right. We'll talk to y'all later. Everybody, all good?